Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Absolute Batman number 8. This is a new book from DC Comics from the Absolute line. One of my favorite ongoings for the Absolute line. This is written by Scott Snyder with art by Marcos Martin. Munsa Vicente on colors letters by Clem Cowles. And in this issue, Gotham is in the grasp of Mr. Freeze. Batman is in the fight of his life against his icy new threat, but in the end, what terrifying truth will be unearthed about Arkham and the Joker? That's right, this issue not only continues the story with Mr. Freeze, but also sets up some really interesting clues as to what will happen in the future. Maybe put some answers out there. Can Batman escape from the chilly grasp of Mr. Freeze? So I think this is an interesting pivot for the story, right? I feel like the first arc of this book was very grounded. It felt like, even though it was Black Mask and his thousands of goons wearing the animal heads, like this still all felt, there was no metahumans, there was no powers, so we didn't really know what this world was gonna really look like. But now we know that Scott Snyder and the team are not afraid to go in a very weird tangential direction. I think this take on Mr. Freeze, it feels fresh, feels new, it's interesting. Very as far as aesthetically, it's very disconcerting. He's got a very interesting, like almost thin men type of look. I mean, you've seen the cover, you've seen what he can do, and just exploring those abilities, those powers, and then putting Bruce, kind of dropping him in the middle. Now, Bruce is also dealing with a little bit of the fallout from the first arc with his friend, with his group friend, who they all now know that he is the Batman and he's doing all this alone. And then some of those things may finally come home, to hurt him, or to, it may be something that his friends might have to suffer some of the consequences. This is pretty interesting. I'm very interested in the mystery behind Arkham as well. And then, of course, we keep getting teases of Joker, which is very different from any Joker that you might have seen before. Um, Very little Batman in this particular issue, and I'm talking about like full on Batman. Although, of course, you can never go a full issue without seeing the Cape Crusader here in this absolute world. Marcus Martin does some really interesting things when it comes to displaying the powers, uh, getting into Bruce's psyche, and just exploring the trauma that he's kind of suffering all throughout this. As he thinks back, as he freezes in this like bath of ice that he's been set up with, but Batman's never without a plan. So yeah, it's a good one. I feel like there's a lot of places for the story to go from here. And even though we are at an unexpected turn for me, I'm still very on board with the story. I would like to see also Nick Dragotta come back, but I know these things take time, so I appreciate that the editorial team is finding artists that have a similar vibe when it comes to Dragotta's art, where it's very stylized, very loose. Um, they use a lot of large onomatopoeia as well in the background of the scenes, just to make the paneling work very distinctly. But also, it's different enough that it keeps you hooked, and it changes tonally with the story. So, yeah, I think this is just a very well put together book. I feel like the entry bar now is going to be like, are you enjoying the pivot of the story? Are you enjoying the way that this is very um, going in a very different direction from what we kind of saw in the first arc? And then also, are you going to be patient enough to keep up with all these mysteries? That's really what I feel is going to be the litmus test for people continuing to read this book. But I'm fully on board. I'm all in pretty much for every absolute book. But man, oh man, this one continues to surprise me at every turn. And then also continues to show me some of the weirdest, sometimes like really gnarly stuff as well. So, um, all right. Well, if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Bye bye.